Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Dating the Covert Narcissist, Part 4. I'm Lisa Taylor Austin, licensed psychotherapist. In our last video, we talked about how the covert narcissist confabulates. They create personas, stories, images of who they are, and they present themselves as different people to different people. So they're one person to one intimate partner, they're another person to their coworker, they're another person to their second intimate partner, they're another person to their neighbor. And if all these people got together and had a discussion, they probably wouldn't even think they're talking about the same person. That's pretty hard for most of us to wrap our heads around. I want you to think about the covert narcissist as a toddler. Between the ages of 18 and 24 months, most of us go through something called separation and individuation. And this is where we start to learn and recognize, oh, I'm separate from my parents. I'm not an extension of them. I'm my own person. And this is where you see toddlers starting to say no, 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 because they're realizing that they can, right? The covert has a parent who has done one or more of these things. The parent and the primary caretaker has either neglected the covert in this toddler stage, they have abused the covert in this toddler stage, or they've put them on a pedestal and then devalued them by neglecting them or abusing them. So there's this intermittent reinforcement of you're on a pedestal and now you're no good. You're on a pedestal and now you're not important. You're on a pedestal and now you're stupid. And so the covert narcissist gets exposed to this. What happens if all or any of these things is done in the extreme? The covert starts to retreat into themselves and create a fantasy land where they carry around the primary caretaker in their mind. The primary caretaker isn't there for them in reality. So they create, for example, a little movie of their caretaker in their mind, taking care of them. So it soothes them and helps them feel safe. Most toddlers play peekaboo. I don't see you, I'm invisible, now I'm there. I don't see you, I'm invisible, now I'm there. That's where most toddlers learn about separation and individuation. The covert never really gets that experience, so they never separate or individuate from their primary caretaker, who is usually the mother, but not always. So what happens is they create this fantasy in their mind of the caregiver. And they start to create, as they get older, a fantasy in their mind of their life. And they start to create a fantasy in their mind of a fantasy best friend. It doesn't mean that everyone who has a fictitious best friend in toddlerhood is going to be a covert narcissist. But I'm just explaining to you kind of the process of how this starts. As they go through their life, they're living in the fantasy. So they start to assess people and give people and show people what they think these people want them to be. So they're trying to please other people, really. And so they're presenting themselves as different people to different people. That's really hard concept to wrap your head around, and I get it. It's really, really difficult. But this is the beginning of how a covert narcissist starts to become who they are. If this video was of value to you in any way, please share it with someone who you think might need it. And stay tuned for Dating a Covert Narcissist in our next video. Thanks for watching.